Hey y'all, I am live. How are you? I tried to do it in the car, and it didn't work out. Welcome to 30 Days of Love, of Mo Love. So this is like my third time trying to do this video. I tried in the car this morning, but I got a call, and then this is my lunch time, so I tried on my way home for lunch. And I tried to go live, it just wasn't working out. Oh my goodness, I don't know. I'm still learning. But anyway, we are at day 8. I made it through 7 days. That's a whole week. I feel so good. I got more days to come, and I'm so ready for it. So anyway, I'm on my lunch, so I'm just gonna do a quick video. I've been thinking a lot about time. I feel like it was yesterday I was talking about like planning and making a plan and time on task and blah 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 blah. But I want to talk about time, like how we have 24 hours in a day. I have 24 hours. You have 24 hours. Beyonce has 24 hours. Donald Trump has 24 hours. Like we all have the same amount of time, and it could be like affected by like what social economic status were you born into and blah 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 blah, how you can best utilize your time. But in general, for the most part, we all have 24 hours. We might have different opportunities, but we all have 24 hours in a day. And so I am here to challenge you on about what do you do with your 24 hours. Because like lately, with it being winter time, I know there's a lot of downtime. And I did a video about like relaxing, taking some time for yourself, doing what you need to do to refill, to energize, blah, blah, blah. But then on the other side of it, it's like, what are you doing today to make sure that tomorrow is going to be more comfortable for you? What are you doing today to make sure 10 years down the line is going to be more comfortable? How are you using your time? So we think about goal setting and we think about like to-do list and stuff like that. All of that like plays into it. But big picture, what kind of habits do you have? Like, are you using your time to like fill your heart with friends and family? Are you using your time to regenerate or replenish yourself so that tomorrow you can go even harder? Or are you using your time um, to procrastinate? And I'm really bad at procrastination. Like I do these videos and I feel like these videos are very matter of fact. Like, oh, as a matter of fact, let me tell you, what's important. No, these are just my little beliefs, how I get through my life, things that I am personally working on myself, and just like a little glimpse inside of Love Marie Mo. There's a lot of things that I talk about that I am very much so in real life working on. I made a couple of Facebook posts today, so check me out, Love Marie Mo, at Facebook. But just thinking about like how do you shine and how do you carry yourself, and like how are you seen by others, and how do you see yourself, and what opportunities do we have to really like show who we are. I continuously came into contact with people that thought I was one way, but then after they got to know me, they realized I was another way. And so there was a disconnect in how I was presenting myself or whatever. And so I identified that. I've been working on that, you know. And so I am a procrastinator. So I'm like, well, why am I so behind on this? Or why am I so behind on that? Or why am I not where I am or where I want to be in life? And yeah, a whole bunch of stuff happened last year and the year before last. But at what point do you want to say, now is the time? Now is the time. Dot, dot, dot. Now is the time to forgive myself. Now is the time to go after my dreams. Now is the time for me to, walk in the path that God has set for me. Now is the time for me to wow out, like whatever. But just be mindful that time is a thing. And You have as much time in your day as your supervisor, as your CEO, as that superstar, as that person you want to be just like, as your role model, as as your dog. You have the same amount of time in the day. I used to be like I said, like 2 years ago was like it was a difficult transition for me because I was pregnant, blah blah blah. I had support, but it was like here and there. My mom passed away, so a lot of the people that was in my support circle was going through their own thing or whatever. And I got it together, I got it together like material wise and stuff like that. And, like mentally too, I made a lot of strides or whatever. But my point, there were people that was in like a difficult situation at the same time I was in a difficult situation, right? And then like I look up and here we are 2 years later, who is still in that situation? Who is still in a difficult situation? Why? How did they use their time? How did they plan? What were their goals? What's important to them? How did they prioritize? How did they relax when it was time to relax? Or how did they deal with difficult times? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like this time has gone by and it was in a hard time, and then you look up and you see where different people are and you see why they are there. So anyway, don't be that reflection that you don't want to live. So don't look up and it's 2 or 3 years later and you're in the same or a worse position that you were in 2 to 3 years ago because you let time slip through your hand. That's all I have for today. I am letting time slip through my hand because I am like super hungry. So I am about to get me something to eat real life. I hope this works out. I hope my little live, because I'm like, I don't even want to say it because you shouldn't say things that you're not going to follow through with, because I was going to say I'm not going to record again, but I might. I will. I definitely will. If this doesn't go through, I definitely 100% will, but I'm not going to be happy about it. Okay, well, thank you. Like, share, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, like share these things. You could care less about what I'm talking about, and you might just like to see the faces that I make. But whatever it is, leave comments, suggestions. I'm about to start doing more videos. I'm getting my editing equipment together, but first I got to get